The Chubbs and Casey Show.
The Chubbs and Casey Show.
Mornings on 106.9 K-Hits.
You love to stir up trouble.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't stir up trouble. I think what happened here is I'm just being honest with you, and you just didn't
Maybe
know
your
this.
experience. Maybe your experience. However,
Don't worry.
I know how to be a great friend.
I think you are a great friend,
Thank you. I think you're a great friend too.
but I'm a better friend because
No,
I
you're
tell
not.
I at least would lie to a friend and
That's
tell them
period.
they're my
No.
number one best friend.
You just stop. Just stop where you said I would lie to my best friend. That's what kind of friend you are. That's what you're suggesting.
good one.
To say that you're the best.
Yes. Okay, guys, here's what happened. Casey had two of her friends come in town. Have they met each other before?
Are you talking? Oh, Whitney and Jen.
Yeah.
Yes. Or no, they had never met each other before. So my best friend Whitney, I met when I was 19 years old, and so we've been friends. We've been friends for a long time. And then my friend Jen lives here. So Whitney does not live here. So she came in for the holidays, and I introduced her and my friend Jen. I've always told each other, like both of them, about each other, and so I was like, I'd really like for you guys to be able to meet. You know, like you both know so much.
Risky.
So what? No, it's not.
But you're right, though. Then you never know because that's how best friend groups happen. And then you go, did we all
Yes.
just become, we're the
You met
three
Whitney
best
for the
friends
first
that
time.
anyone
That's
could have?
exactly. You met Whitney for the first time over the holidays
great.
too.
I love her.
You loved her. You know my friend Jen. You love her.
I try to swoop in and make her my number one best friend. And
Yeah,
she's
good
like,
luck.
you know, Casey's been putting in the work
Ha.
and blah, blah, blah. She
Oh.
pays me money to be my friend. And I'm like, that's fine. And I
Okay.
go, well, but here's
Okay.
where you messed up. You then introduced them. And I asked
Uh-huh.
you, I go, so who's your number one best friend?
And I said it was Whitney.
Okay. And,
Also,
oh,
I need to throw my friend Mandy
I bet-
in here. Both the Mandys,
Oh, I bet
actually.
they're so mad.
My friend Kat, like I've got a lot of really good friends.
Can't
I'm
do
very
that.
fortunate.
you can't do that. Now, can you only have one best friend, like number one best
You have
friend?
a number one best friend.
But do you then tell like your number three best friend if they think
I don't
you're
put them in order.
Okay, let's
first
say
of all.
well, other people do.
But
Normal humans do.
Whitney has been my longest standing friend.
Okay, and let's say if Jen was like, "You're my best friend. You are my number
But
one
I'm
best
not.
friend."
She has a number one best friend
See,
too,
and
I
this is
told
why
you
this is
that.
why though you don't want to be her number one best friend is because
It's
she
not
already told
true.
you there was no chance
No.
of you ever being her number
No,
one.
we have
So
never
then
had
you
this
were like,
conversation.
okay, that's fine. Then I'm just
Only-
gonna not be your friend. Like we're fine with number twos.
No, this is not true.
Yes, it is.
You are the only person.
918-442-1069. I'm right, guys, right? Please
No.
call in and tell Casey
You're
this.
in the third grade if
no,
you
I'm
think
not.
that this is
no,
how
I'm not.
friendship
No,
works.
I don't know if this is what this person's calling in for.
Even third graders know better.
No,
that
they
you
don't.
do not. Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Chubbs
they
and Casey,
do.
good morning. You
Oh
can
my
have more than
gosh.
number one best friend, right?
If you lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, right?
You can have
it's
more than one friend,
okay.
of course.
Does it hurt your feelings? Let's say if one of your friends you thought was number one tells you they're number three, or that you're actually number three. You're their number three best friend.
Yeah. But people don't have these
I was
conversations.
throwing them in the ground.
Wow.
See, and that's
savage.
when. Now, let's say this: would you lie to someone if they were really your number three best friend, and they said, "Oh, you're my number one"?
Oh.
Do you then go, "Yeah, you're my number one best friend too"?
No.
No.
See?
Okay. Well,
Huh.
that part we can't agree on.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
now-
Well, thank you for the call. We definitely
Let me
appreciate it.
ask you this then,
Go ahead.
Chubbs. If you think that you've got it all figured out,
I do.
Here's what happens. You're number one.
Go ahead.
And then your other number one that you told them that they were number one, they meet. And
Yeah.
they go, oh, I'm Chubb's number one best friend. And,
And
they
then
go,
you let them
"No,
battle it out.
I'm Chubb's
That's whenever
number
you
one."
go,
So
"Oh."
you let them arm wrestle or
No,
what?
not arm wrestle. Battle it out for me. Battle it out. Give me gifts. Give
Why
me
would
gifts.
you want to be
bring
friends
snacks.
with you after you've
That's
lied
why
to everybody?
you're my number 9 best friend. Chubbs and Casey, good morning. You're on the air.
You're not lying about it, at least. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
number 8 best friend. How are you?
Wow.
Good morning, you beautiful people.
Hey,
oh,
you beautiful woman.
Number 3 best friend.
Oh, well,
okay.
you're ahead of me.
So I have.
You already got that.
Do you have to lie to your best friends and then tell them that you're their number
No.
1?
No.
I'm gonna have to say, you don't tell them whose number is what. But
I
You can
know.
only have
Exactly.
one best friend.
I know, but
Oh,
that's
you
why
can only have one.
I agree. So if they immediately
See,
go,
I don't know.
"You're my best friend," you go, "Yeah, you're my best
But you
friend
have
too."
different friends,
Because-
I think, for different things.
And then you just leave it at
too.
that. And then
like
you, go,
you have an overall best friend, and then maybe you have like a going out and getting wild best friend, or you
Ah.
have
There
a
you go.
stay at home and
No.
watching movies
No,
best
you
friend.
can't have. No, I need
yes,
to be.
you could.
And then that's whenever that's the fine print. Then I like that idea because
Really?
what
Are you
you're
gonna
doing.
start handing out cards?
No, but
Here,
you
you're
go-
number one.
You go. You are my number one best friend. What's your issue? My
and then
number
in the
one
fine print.
best friend to go out and eat food with, who pays for all my all my meals. And then that's when you go, "What's your issue, dude? Do you not pay for all the meals every time we go out to eat? That's why you're my number
nice.
one."
Right.
And if
So is that what you're in it for? Is that what you're looking for in
For what?
friendship? For people to buy you things or to cover your meals?
it moves you up pretty
Oh.
quick, dude. I mean,
You're listening to the
Compliments.
Chubbs and
Just
Casey
saying.
Show.
Come
Every
on.
morning. 106.9 K Hits.